Welcome to 'Cause We Can Farms. We are Heather and Kimmy. We met over 30 years ago in the United States Army and have been friends ever since. So we needed to go ahead and finish shoshugibaning the shop barn and getting this top part. And something that's been really heavy on my heart is meeting deadlines and expectations of what should be done at a specific time. There are so many things that I would have done different on this build. If I could go back and start over looking at what I know now versus what I knew then. This build has been a lot different than the way most people put up these barns. One, because I've never done anything to this extent before. Two, not actually having the equipment that we need to do this. Normally, the way these type of barns are done is one whole section is put together with the trusses and everything, and then that section is stood up, and then all of the sections are put together and stood up and then attached together, and then your framing is done. What we're doing here is not normally what people do. Usually they get the roofing on and it dried in before it really matters whether or not this lumber is waterproof or protected in any manner. And then they can go back and actually do whatever treatment that they want to do, staining it, sealing it, whatever makes their heart happy. I have to say the biggest expectation that I had this year was being done with at least having the roof put on by this time. I think that's my biggest disappointment, that we weren't finishing up metal on this building during these last few absolutely gorgeous days that we had. But I also am very proud of where we got this year. I always have very high expectations for myself, and I always set the bar very high, and that you could say that sets me up for disappointment, but what I think it does is it pushes me to do the absolute most that I can do, and then I walk away saying I did everything that I could do, and I'm proud of where I got. The hardest thing that I would have to say is when watching other channels and seeing how much progress they make on a particular project, and really being frustrated that my projects don't seem to go that quickly. I think that's something that we do as a society. We compare ourselves to other people and what they've done and what they have, and I've really truly found that when I do that, that is where my biggest disappointments come from. There's always going to be somebody that is prettier or smarter or thinner or taller or shorter, funnier, all of those things. And when we compare ourselves to other people, we literally are setting ourselves up to fail.
What's happening here?
Looks like pee.
If that's what you want to say.
You're welcome. Ooh, we're going to be careful not to kick dirt in.
Right?
Doesn't look like any staying on the thing, does it? It's like all running out.
It's very liquidy.
Oh,
that looks
don't
like
stand
soap
under it. Or anywhere within a 12-foot distance, it looks like. Oh, super slow. That's just gonna have to drip. I get this part because I'm tall. Those what, 2 inches?
It does. It all adds up. So as you guys see, we started with the, what do you call this? No. No, this part of it with the clear lacquer, I guess.
No, it's water. Well, we're putting on. I'm trying to figure out how to say it with big words so I look smart.
Thanks to Benjamin Moore, who is sponsoring us for this product. We're super happy to have it, and we're starting on this step in the process.
Hey, I'd like to bring something to your attention that apparently only about 35% of our viewers are actually subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, help us out and hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications so that you know when we put videos out. And definitely share with your friends so that we can grow the channel. It truly does help us continue to put out content for you guys and continue to do this build. So when I look back at this season, I feel like we've done a lot. I know I've definitely learned a lot. Kimmy has said that also, that she has learned quite a bit. And you know, I think each year we just do more and more and get better and better, and that is something to celebrate. I would have to say that if I was to start over completely, one of the biggest things that I would absolutely do would be build a shed and a cover for my RV first. Definitely quality of comfort, I think, has been the most thing that we've struggled with. And there's really something to be said about being able to go to a place where everything is finished and everything is done and you can be comfortable. Your place is organized, things are where you need them to be, and you can find the things that you want, and you get to have some resemblance of a normal, figure quote, normal life. Building a homestead from raw land up is probably one of the most difficult things that I've done. This particular property being different because we're milling this lumber and building this shop barn completely from scratch with very little outside help. No kits is what I'm talking about. This is not a kit. This is not a prefabbed building that we're putting together. And, you know, really truly wanting to build a place that I'm very proud to hand down to my son and my grandkids, and that this particular barn shop can be here for years and years to come. Now, we ended up sealing this with a product from Benjamin Moore that is a stain sealant. We did let the stain color sift down to the bottom so that we're just using the clear part on the top. And we are expecting a lot of rain in the month of November. Basically, almost every day is going to be rain of some sort. If it's not in actual liquid form, then it comes in the form of fog in the morning. So keeping this building and this lumber protected until we can get it covered, which absolutely is the plan. We will be working through the winter as much as we possibly can to get closed in, to get the roof on. I'm very excited to say that the skid steer is basically going to stay up here all winter, so we should still be able to get some things done, but we will be losing the big red tractor. It will be down in town doing snow removal, so we're super grateful to be able to use that today and be able to get the rest of this Shoshugi bond. Really cool fact about the Shoshugi bonding: with zero treatment on it, just the burning of the lumber, it will actually last 80 years. So this particular sealing that we're doing is to keep the black color on it because I like it really dark. Okay, we've decided to do something a little different this year, and we are actually going to bury our 1,000-gallon water tank. So my son is here with the excavator. He's on his way over, and he's going to attempt to dig a hole for us, and we'll see how it goes. But guess who's being all naughty and is out? And you, all the babies even. How'd you guys get out? This has been a really big problem. And I am in my robe because it's dinner time and we had stopped for the day. And then he said he was ready to start working on this. So we're back to work for the day. Look at our view.